Imagine two people. They earn the exact same salary for 30 years. They live in the exact same town, breathe the same air, and have access to the exact same stock market. Yet one of them retires a multimillionaire with total freedom over their time. The other spends their final years stressed, clipping coupons, and worrying about the cost of groceries. What actually explains the difference? Most people think it's about who had a higher income, who was smarter, or who picked the hot tech stock at the perfect moment. But the truth is much more unsettling, and honestly, much more empowering. Financial success is not a hard science, it's a soft skill. It's not about what you know in your head, it's about how you behave when things get emotional. Today, we are diving deep into the core philosophy of Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money. We're going to look at why your brain is often your bank account's worst enemy and the practical frameworks you need to finally fix it. If you want to learn how to build a bridge, you study physics. If you want to perform surgery, you study biology. Naturally, we assume that to get wealthy, you should study finance. But finance is a strange outlier. In what other field on earth can someone with zero formal education completely outperform a world-class, highly educated expert? Let me tell you a true story. Ronald Reed was a gas station attendant and a janitor for 25 years. He lived a quiet life, drove a used car, and swept floors. When he died at age 92 in 2014, his family discovered something shocking. He had $8 million in the bank. He didn't win the lottery, he just invested consistently. Now compare Ronald to a man named Richard Fosconi. Fosconi was a Harvard-educated MBA. He was a wildly successful executive at Merrill Lynch. He was the definition of brilliance. But Fosconi borrowed heavily and lived big. When the 2008 financial crisis hit, his debt crushed him. He was forced into bankruptcy. The janitor outpaced the executive. Not because he was smarter, but because he had mastered his ego. We tend to treat money like math. We think 2 + 2 = 4, but money decisions are emotional. In the real world, money decisions aren't made on a spreadsheet. They're made at the dinner table. They are driven by fear, greed, pride, and the way you were raised. If you're realizing your money mindset might be holding you back, hit the subscribe button. On this channel, we break down the most powerful ideas from the best books. Let's talk about the most boring word in finance, compounding. Everyone knows what it is, but almost no one actually feels it. Our brains are not wired for exponential growth. We think linearly. 8 + 8 is 16, but 8 × 8 × 8 × 8. Your brain freezes. Compounding is a whole other level of speed and math. Let's look at the greatest investor. Warren Buffett is worth over $100 billion. But here is the statistic that shatters everything. 99% of Buffett's wealth was earned after his 50th birthday. His secret is time. Buffett isn't just a great investor. He's been consistent for 3/4 of a century. His secret isn't math, it's the psychology of waiting. Consistency is a superpower. This brings us to a dangerous trap. We misunderstand the difference between being rich and being wealthy. Rich is current income, the sports car you see on Instagram. Wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is the luxury watches not bought and the first-class upgrades declined. Wealth is financial assets not yet spent. It is the ability to wake up tomorrow morning and do what you want. Wealth is about buying options. As Rihanna's advisor said, if you spend money on things, you end up with the things and not the money. The goal is to wake up and say, I can do what I want today. If success was about intelligence, PhDs would be the wealthiest. In 1720, Sir Isaac Newton lost everything in the South Sea bubble. He wrote, I can calculate the motions of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. There are psychological traps that catch even geniuses: overconfidence, greed, and the man in the car paradox. Subconsciously, people think wealth signal admiration, but others just use it as a benchmark. Success is driven by luck and risk. Bill Gates had the luck of a computer in 1968. His friend Kent Evans was just as brilliant but faced risk. He died in an accident. Replicate habits, not luck. You only need a mental model with 3 pillars. Increase your humble ratio. Spend less than you earn. Play the endurance game. Find a return you can stomach for 30 years. And always leave a margin of safety. Plan for your plan to not go according to plan, meaning keep an emergency fund so you aren't forced to sell investments when life surprises you. It is a psychological shield. The ultimate goal of money isn't a bigger house, it's freedom. Hit subscribe to design a life you love and tell me, what is your one invisible wealth goal? I'll see you in the next video.